Do you only have one day in Athens? So did we. In this video, we'll show you the unmissable spots that you can fit into just 24 hours.
Athens is such a beautiful and historically significant city with unrivaled archaeological sites. And while we would have loved to have spent more time here, we only had one day. We did a heap of research and planning to make sure we maximised every single second and saw as many sites as possible. We're here at a little hidden gem in Athens, the Acropolis, with a few hundred other people, but it is incredible. 2,500 years old, certainly worth the climb up. It is mind-blowing.
It's insane. I have no idea how they got all that marble up here.
Lots of slaves, I'd imagine. Thousands and thousands, probably.
It is stunning.
From up here at the mountaintop, you really do appreciate how dense Athens is as a city. 360 degrees all the way around. It's like 5 to 20-story buildings as far as the eye can see. It's super, super popular. Right next to the Acropolis is probably my favourite structure in all of Athens, the Odeon of Herodes Atticus. This is the most iconic and well-preserved ancient theatre in the world. And while it didn't make the list this trip, it is certainly on my bucket list to see a live performance here. It's just another reason to come back. We're just about to go for a walk through Plaka, which is meant to be the sort of cooler, trendier part of Athens. So let's go see what it's all about.
Looks like there's plenty of shopping.
We were absolutely starving for some lunch and stumbled across the incredibly highly rated Tylixto Gyros. This had to be up there with the best gyros we have ever had. The add-on of spicy feta and chili sauce was an absolute game changer. Next up, we visited the Metropolitan Cathedral. This is such a beautiful building. It's pretty hard to miss from the streets of Plaka with its beautiful architecture towering above the rest of the neighbourhood's buildings. It is so pretty. It's really dark and moody in there with like navy blue colours and gold gilding. It's just stunning.
Next stop was the ancient ruins of Hadrian's library.
These ruins are what remains of the largest structure built by Hadrian during the 2nd century. This was not just a library, it also had music and lecture rooms. We can only imagine how incredible this spot would have been back in ancient Greece. It even had a central pool bordered by an insane 100 columns.
This was the main room of the library where all the books were stored, and then to the side of that was a lecture theatre.
So cool to think that people were just like doing classes here in their little white sheet robes.
Absolutely unreal. Here is also the ruins of the first cathedral in Athens.
They used to hold scrolls here. I've got a bit of a thing for libraries, so I think this is super, super cool.
We are in the ancient Greek Agora, and in the ancient Greek times, the Agora was the centre of town, so it was the hive of activity where everyone came together, created a democracy and the centre of society. There's a bit of thunder coming in at the moment. We've just been poured on already. I don't think it's the last rain of the day, but we're going to go and explore here as much as we can while it's not hammering down with rain.
It looks so cool with the Acropolis behind you.
Awesome temple over here, which we've got to go check out now.
Just insane.
This area of ruins was absolutely huge, and you could easily spend a full day here just meandering around. I think my highlight though was the Temple of Hephaestus, which was dedicated to the god of metalworking and craftsmanship, which is ironic because it's the most well-preserved temple, so it must have been built very, very well.
Our last dinner in Greece, we're going to a really traditional taverna called Lithios Taverna here in Athens. I can't wait. Maybe a little bit of moussaka or maybe a bit of seafood. We'll see you there.
We only were having one dinner in Athens, so went a little bit overboard with our ordering. We absolutely loved our traditional kofta, which was definitely the highlight, but the prawn pasta and squid weren't too bad either. We weren't quite ready to wrap up our time in Athens, so after dinner we ducked into a cool looking bar for one more drink. This was the perfect way to wrap up 24 busy hours in this amazing city. While it certainly wasn't relaxing, We loved our jam-filled day exploring the Acropolis, Agora, and bustling streets of Athens. If you do want to relax though, make sure you check out our recent vlogs on Paros and Milos, where long days on the beach were the norm.